Should be ready to get into it.
Cool.
Don't mind me. All right. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay. What's up, y'all? Bruxa here with Ezra and Peyton from the Boise Trans Collective, and we are here at the Dungeon for a really rad show. Why don't y'all introduce yourselves and tell us what's going on?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Ez. I'm the president and founder of Boise Trans Collective.
I'm Peyton. I'm the vice president and grease monkey behind other stuff with the collective.
Yeah, we have a show tonight in our basement, our little venue called The Dungeon, with touring from Oregon, Reptile Lovechild, and then locals Calvin Pineda and Benita. I always say it wrong, and Sir Vessel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So with the Dungeon, is this like part of the BTC, Boise Trans Collective, and like it's a mutual aid home, correct? Like for various different resources for all kinds of queer, trans, all kinds of different folks, correct? Would you mind illuminating us?
Yeah, so we're really excited when we moved into this place because here in the West End, because everyone that lives in this house, us three, we're all members of BTC. So I was showing Bruxa, like, in our side yard, like, everything behind this curtain that we have is all clothing drive stuff. So we want to put together a community closet. We're putting together a resource locker with, like, binders, trans tape, menstrual products, and injection supplies, lots of other things that we're going to be buying to put in there as well. So it is really good to say it is like a mutual aid house because everyone in that house is like, that's all, we're all about it. So it is just like a little BTC house.
That's super awesome. And like, so this was the brainchild of yours, right?
Yeah.
Would you mind giving us a little bit like a backstory about like how the Boise Trans Collective like came to be and like where you see it headed towards in the future?
Yeah, so it actually in technicality started around 2017. It used to be called Rylan Needs Money.
Oh yeah.
So I was fundraising for my medical transition, and I was running benefit shows at the Hive with like my friends' bands. And so the admission would just be donation, and it was going towards my medical transition. And we only did a couple shows. It was me and Nate Burr from Raccoon Tour, who used to be local, and then kind of fell away for a few years. And then me and Peyton got together, and we both liked booking shows. And so we were like, hey, what if we rebranded Rylan Needs Money? We have like one last show for your top surgery to help fundraise for my recovery afterwards. Mm-hmm. And then we pointed towards the rest of the community, and we were like, hey, we're going to do like one show a month. And then that quickly spiraled out of control.
I was going to say, now y'all are super busy, especially this summer.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
Our July calendar makes me cry.
So it's just even more to come, like with this very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Lots
actually...
of really cool things.
I was going to say, I'm really excited about July because we're going to be offering punch cards just for
what?
July. So attend 5 shows, get your 6 free.
Holy hell yeah. That's so
and
good.
the punch cards are free or donation. Like, you don't have to pay for them. So it's just like trying to get attendance up, get people wanting to come to shows so that they can have a free show like later.
Absolutely.
So we're hoping there's an uptick in attendance just because people have punch cards.
That's amazing. Like the more attendees, the better that gets the word out. Like
exactly.
So no, that's amazing. Holy cow! Why have I never thought about something like that? To be honest, that's insanely cool.
Yeah, I designed the little punch cards. We have them printed out, and then we'll start like handing them out probably July 1st.
Fuck yeah.
And we're gonna make them limited availability, so there's probably going to be like 25 or 30 of them.
Nice.
And so, but what we kind of see BTC doing in the future, like we're almost a 501c3.
Right.
We're working on that. We pretty much just have to submit the paperwork and then pay the fee. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to be looking into writing grants and getting money from other sources other than just like fundraising through shows and things like that.
That's legit.
Then we'll be able to do really cool things.
I believe it. Hell yeah. That's actually a really poetic, start from your very own need of I need financial help with this to now you're transforming it into help for everyone else. You know,
Yeah.
that's really poetic.
Once my need was done, it wasn't that I wanted to be done with a project. I wanted to help other people as well.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. So it's been mutual aid from the very, very inception.
Exactly.
That's super fucking
I didn't
cool.
even know what mutual aid was back then when I was like 17.
Really?
Yeah, I was like really active in the local music scene. Me and Nate were. We went to like Android House, Feral House, Rose House, all the places that like aren't around anymore.
Right.
And I remember Feral House being like not labeled a mutual aid house, but I knew that people would move in there, like in and out of there all the time if someone needed like somewhere to stay. And I was like,
Right.
that would be exactly what I would want to do like in the future. And then I kind of learned a little bit more that like this is called something. It's called mutual aid, and just being a caring part of the community and caring for the rest of your community and doing what you can, because coming together we're so much stronger
Absolutely.
as a whole rather than divided. And just especially in such hard times, it's just been very warming to have like the community that we've built and having that backing.
Truly, and not to mention Idaho, like living in Idaho, you know, as someone, you know, is queer or even presents as a certain way, you know, it can be incredibly like it's insane, but I honestly feel like these are the ways that we can help one another truly, because if the government's not going to be able to fucking, you know, actually step in and do anything about hate crimes and stuff, like legit, we have to look out for one another.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out Juniper for the lyric, if they make our lives a crime, we gotta do more crime.
Fuck yeah, dude. Resistance is existence, you know? Like, fuck, man. No, that's incredible. Like, I wasn't fully aware of that backstory, you know? I mean, I was aware of the backstory of BTC, but, like, the rest of it and seeing where y'all want to take it next to a 501c3 is really fucking rad.
Mm-hmm.
And it's extremely exciting.
Yeah, I know, right? Especially like a mutual aid organization, like actually being a 501c3.
Yes.
You know, because there's like underdogs, people that do like music, but underdogs is thanks. Underdogs like does music and they're a 501c3, but they don't do mutual aid necessarily. And like Boise Mutual Aid isn't a 501c3, right?
No.
Really?
Idaho Abortion Rights isn't, because they really can't be.
Yeah.
Like Kitchen Collective isn't.
Yeah,
so
we're the only ones doing it.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're kind of the only ones like striving to get that nonprofit status and be able to do more with it.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
We're always keeping our ears open for like DIY spaces out in 2C, especially since the ghost house isn't around anymore.
Oh, yeah.
So we love collaborating with other mutual aid groups. We just did like a clothing exchange with Friends of Idaho. We did a Raising Our Voices event with Raising Our Voices, which was really cool.
That's awesome. Like, holy cow. And collaborations, do they come like just naturally, or do y'all have to like seek them out?
Sometimes they just come pretty naturally. Sometimes, like with the Friends of Idaho, they just reached out to us and were like, hey, we want to do a clothing exchange.
See, that's awesome. When
And
people
we
are
were
coming
like,
to
let's do
y'all, you know, that's how you know, like, it's starting to get the word out better.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's really fucking cool.
I would say for most collaborations, people like approach us.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because we love doing collaborations, but we're so busy that we're not necessarily actively seeking out other activities to do.
And y'all aren't exactly like a large organization, you know, like,
Yeah.
how many, remind me please, how many people work with y'all? Like, there's you two.
I would say like 5 to 10 maybe, because there's like me, Peyton, Andy, Paisley, Val, Idris.
Kind of now Petra. Petra's been really stepping up.
Yeah, so like a little less than 10.
No, wow.
Yeah.
And y'all have to wrangle all these different bands and worry about emails and stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Last year it was pretty much just Ezra and I.
Right.
And our summer was debatably just as busy, if not a little bit less.
Really?
So it was just us two, and it was a little chaotic.
Yeah, it was very tiring.
I'm sure y'all were probably trying to, you know, figure out the ins and outs of it all, right?
Yeah, we wanted to do wristbands for August because we had 7 straight days of shows.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, 8 straight days of shows.
Damn.
We just didn't get them figured out in time, and that's why I wanted to do the punch cards this year. because I was like, oh, it'd be really cool to do like a tree fort wristband type of thing.
Yeah, so that's like a full festival type.
Yeah. I mean,
so
and they were all at like different venues, and so I was like, it'd be really cool if people could buy them for like a discount and get into the shows for a discount. But then like paying for the bracelets, and I can just make the punch cards here at home. So.
There you go. Hey.
Yeah.
It would be really cool to do like a long weekend style DIY fest at like a different DIY spot.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
We've been thinking about
well.
trying to do something like that around our anniversary sometime in the next like couple years.
That's so rad. And so with like all these different shows happening so closely, how much overlap with like bands is there?
Generally the thing has kind of been that we have so many concerts that we don't really curate the bills very much.
Right.
Yeah.
It's more like we're just trying to get people to play these shows, but so we'll generally like send a list to a band if they want it, a list of shows, and be like, you can pick a couple shows, just make sure they're a couple weeks apart.
See, that's yes.
Sir Vessel is playing tonight, and then is playing again in the dungeon, but it's July 30th.
Okay.
So we're like, pick a couple shows, but just make sure that they're at least 2 weeks apart.
Yes.
So that we're not like you're not like a consistent like person that's always on the bill, so that people don't get tired of it. So like
sometimes some people slip through the cracks. Idle Creatures has played quite a few shows. I accidentally put Halt or I'll Shoot on almost 3 shows in 1 week. It was
crap.
bad. Shout out those kids. I love that band.
That's right.
So yeah, it's always like tricky striking a balance.
Oh,
between,
absolutely.
Like, curating a nice bill like July 19th, that's Oolong, Newgrounds, Death Rugby,
Damn.
and then Fleeting Confidence, Halter I'll Shoot, and Drop of Honey.
That's right. I think
It's
last time
super rad show happening at Realms.
Nice. Yes, I remember. I'm pretty sure last time and last week when we talked about Fleeting Confidence, because I was like, holy shit, I haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah, they just played their like second show of the year with us.
Really?
At the Park Show.
Damn.
Yeah, they've been really working on their album.
I still have their little demo.
Nice. Yeah.
All right. If things look a little bit different, it's after the show. It's actually kind of a great fucking time because the show ruled.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much for hosting this.
For a little sweaty.
Yeah, I know.
You got a
Worth
little
it.
toasty down here.
Right? Well, what's a basement show without a bunch of sweat?
Oh, were you telling me about Android House? Is the one that had, like,
Android
the
House
ventilation?
used to have like an HVAC down the center.
Oh,
And
really?
when I went to go see Ann Arbor and Sundress there, the like lead singer of Ann Arbor, he like put his hand up on like the HVAC and was like, it's just sweat because all of the like condensation from the room was just all up there. It was so bad.
Icky.
Yeah.
It's so yucky.
That's so wild. Okay, so picking up, Peyton, I think you were reminding us that we were talking about mutual aids, and and that reminds me too, and sparks my memory, because I remember y'all said that they were coming to y'all to do events and stuff. Would you go ahead and elaborate a little bit, if you could?
I just mean that I guess that we've gotten enough clout, which is really enough attention and a big enough following that we have other organizations hit us up to do collaborations, and so I mean we were talking about Friends of Idaho. We did a clothing swap with them. They hit us up, and they're a smaller mutual aid org, and it's just nice to be able to have a big platform to get the word out on those kind of things. And so I think that we definitely get to uplift other mutual aid orgs sometimes.
Hell yeah! So y'all basically, well, I mean, I kind of immediately think of the term cross promote, but that's just internet speak. Y'all just kind of help each other.
Online.
Right, exactly. For lack of a better term, y'all just kind of help each other and let other people know about one another, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's fucking awesome.
It's cool. Boise's mutual aids, it feels weird. This is music speech scene,
right?
Is really, really, really good right now. It's it's got a lot of energy behind it. There's a lot of new people coming in. there's a lot of young people still getting involved.
Right.
So it's really cool. I love the mutual aid community in Boise. It's been really fantastic working with them.
That's incredible. So there's still a lot to come then, it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
That's so rad.
I'm stoked.
Hell yeah. Let's see. We did speak a little bit about this show at the first half, right? About like what it was about and stuff. Now that it's happened, why don't we get into about like the incredible performances that we saw? Because Sir Vessel and Calvin Pineda. Like I had seen Sir Vessel at the Hive, but I had never heard of Calvin Pineda, and man, like my mind, my heart was just exploding. Like that was incredibly personal. It was beautiful. Like legitimately, I cannot recommend y'all seeing Sir Vessel or Calvin Pineda enough. And then
yeah, we actually have Calvin on like quite a few shows coming up because I'm pretty sure that he's not local all of the time. Like he's back here for the summer.
In New York.
Oh, wild.
Yeah, so he's back here for the summer and was like, "Hey, put me on some shows." And we were like, "Yeah, we love you, so we'll put you on some shows."
That's amazing. I mean, he's still an independent artist, right? So I mean, that's amazing. I love that. It's because like truly, I had never seen a live performance like that, like so personal, that was beautiful. And Sir Vessel lets his heart out, like straight out in his lyrics. And I love those raw performances, and then Reptile Love Child, holy shit. That was a fucking performance too. Yeah. Damn.
Love those guys. I went to high school with Justice.
Oh, really?
Singer.
That's right.
Yeah, in Oregon for about like 9 months. We did musical theater together. So
that must have been amazing, huh? To witness that.
We have some really funny videos, like home videos of us doing like plays and stuff together. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I have a copy of one of our plays and he has a copy of our musical, and we share them with each other sometimes, and we're like, "Oh, remember in high school when we did a musical together?"
That's so dope. Yeah. Holy shit. I love that.
Ezra knows everyone in like the music scene. They're so popular. It makes me jealous.
Right? I can see why.
we actually originally bonded over our mutual like love for this really niche band that's no longer around, Nonfiction from Philly, right?
Yeah.
Nonfiction. Yeah. I haven't heard of them.
They're a great band. Not around anymore. R.I.P.
Right. Yeah. Because I don't remember who brought it up first, but I was like, "Hey, I have a Nonfiction tattoo." And Peyton was like, "Oh, shit." And I'm like actually friends with Nonfiction.
Really?
Yeah. So like I used to go out to Philly for my birthday. And I actually like met up with them in Fishton, which is like just outside of Philly. We all got coffee together, and then I ended up getting this tattoo out in Philly that's like a Nonfiction tattoo.
That fucking rules.
That I drew. And so that's what Peyton means. Like I know everyone in the music scene. It makes him a little jealous.
Absolutely. Holy shit.
It's so wild.
Yeah, I'm friends with like everyone.
That's amazing.
You're
better friends than enemies, right?
And likable. It's wild.
Like you're not, Peyton? Come on now.
Oh, Peyton totally is.
No, I love that. Is there anything that y'all want to share? Any more announcements? Maybe any more speaking towards like the goals, the BTC?
Yeah. Support your local mutual aid always. Donating is really cool. If you can't donate, come out to a show. Follow us on our Instagram. It's where we're most active, at Trans Boise. We're at Trans Boise on pretty much everything. If you need resources, information on literally anything, we now have a website, transboise.com, that you can go look at. And there's a whole bunch of cool stuff on there too. Thanks for doing this. This was so much fun.
Of course. No, thank y'all for taking the time out, not just like while you're in the middle of setting everything up with the bands and stuff, but afterwards taking the time out too. Thank y'all so much, and hopefully we'll work together some more in the future. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Please, your work is so cool. I think like concert videography and that like archiving work is so important. So please keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you very much. It means a lot to me too. Thank you all so much. I definitely will keep going as long as I fucking can.
Hell yeah.
Thank you all so much. Bruxa out. BTC, Peyton, Ezra.